You know the expression, just the tip?
Oh, bitch, I lived my life with just the tip, okay? That was 18 to 22 when I thought I was supposed to be a virgin when I got married. I've known you for years, but there's so many things that I don't know about you. Like, how the hell did you get on Shahs of Sunset in the first place?
That's a very interesting question. I think when they were just going around doing that casting process and they were asking people, like, who's your friends or who's this person's friends? And they heard my name. I don't know. And they looked into me and they gave me a phone call, and I think they were sold by the phone call is what they said. So it was a very, very interesting phone call. It was like, I don't know, 7 a.m. anonymous caller. I freak out. That was when, like, you know, I used to wake up at like 12 in the afternoon. So 7 a.m. I'm freaking out, and it was basically, hi, this is yada yada from Ryan Seacrest Productions. I was like, oh, I'm not interested. I hang up. I thought it was a telemarketer.
It was too early.
It was too early. It was, you know. He calls back and he says again, I am such and such from Ryan Seacrest Productions. And I'm like, listen, I'm not interested. And I hang up. He calls back laughing and he goes, don't hang up, just listen. I'm like, what do you want? And he said, do you know this person? And I said, yes. He goes, do you know this? I'm like, okay, what's going on? Yeah. And he's like, we have this show and we're just really interested if we can come to your house with the camera crew and meet you. I said, are you nuts? You could be a murderer for all I know. You want me to invite you over to my house all of a sudden? And they're like, fair enough. So they give me the address. Sure enough, I walk into the NBC Universal building. I see Kardashian pictures everywhere, housewives here. My heart's beating. I open the door to the office.
And your wallet is thumping at this point.
I'm freaking out.
The wallet is thumping because you saw those Kardashian pictures.
Yes, I'm seeing this as, I'm obsessed with the Kardashians. So, yes. I walk in and they just said, you sold us on that phone call. You are what everyone has said you are.
Who is the hardest person to do the show with?
Man, the hardest person is also the star who I think, MJ. She's the hardest person to do the show with, and she's the funnest to do the show with. I don't know how to explain that. You don't know what to expect from her. You don't know what side of the bed she woke up on that day. You really don't. And if you question it, you might get a hug or you might get your eyeballs clawed out. You don't know. It's a lot to take in. It's a lot to take in. And when you have to constantly be around that, you're going to see some shade this season, Justin.
Mike Shoehead.
Mike is such a different Mike. I really have fun with him. He's just grown. He loves women. He's a flirt by nature. He just loves women. It doesn't matter. Tall, short, fat, skinny, ugly, beautiful. It doesn't matter. He's just that type of guy. And he makes any woman feel gorgeous. That's what I love about him.
Is it enjoyable?
I don't know. We never had sex. I can't even look at you dead right now in the face.
Look at me in the face and tell me right now. Okay, let me just break it up.
I did not have sexual relations with that man.
That doesn't mean you didn't touch it. It doesn't mean you didn't see it. Season 4 Turkey, you and Mike were on a trip. Yeah. Things escalated. There was no sex, but you went to first, second, and third base.
I mean,
you saw it.
There was some
skin to skin contact.
Yes. Okay. Yes. You know the expression, just the tip?
Oh, yes. Bitch, I lived my life with just the tip, okay? That was 18 to 22 when I thought I was supposed to be a virgin when I got married. You met Shalom and he proposed in Times Square in December 2016.
Yes.
You guys got married in a surprise wedding a month later on January 25th in Los Angeles. You announced that you were going to end your marriage 6 weeks later.
Yes.
When you were on Daily Pop, you were done.
Yes.
You left Daily Pop and your shady ass posted a photo weeks later in bed with this man. You went from, I am done with this man, I cannot do it anymore. What made you go back to him?
The truth?
The honest truth. Like, if the D is good, the D is good. If you couldn't let it go, you couldn't let it go. Like, it's all right. I've done that. I've been there.
He was. I hate even giving him that compliment, but it was. But that was not why I went back. I went back because everybody made me feel like there's something wrong with me for thinking that there's something wrong with him. Everyone's like, you're the one who always has issues in relationships. Just give him another shot. He's a good guy. And I'm like, no, I see something, you guys. Something's off. So honestly, I just like, it was a big, like, to everyone to say, okay, here, I gave him a shot. Now look what he's doing. He's suing me.
He's suing you now.
Oh, yeah, honey.
It's getting nasty. First question I have is, did you keep the motherfucking ring?
Hell yeah.
Yes, that's my girl.
Yes.
Why do you think it's getting so nasty between the two of you? Besides the fact that you guys are both passionate, insane, impulsive people.
He just, honestly, MJ called it out. She called it out, like, the first smell of him. She was like, fame whore.
Who were you trying to prove it to? Yourself? Was it to your family? Was it to appease the Persian community that you were marrying another Persian man? Was it any of those things?
It was literally none of that stuff. It was just like, it.
You live once.
You live once. I don't believe in marriage. I know he needs the help. So.
You said you didn't believe in marriage before you got married.
I did.
And then you got married.
And then I realized it.
Where are you right now? Would you ever get married again?
I would absolutely never, ever, 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 ever.
Mark my words. This bitch is going to find a man in 2 weeks.
No,
and she's going to get engaged. No, it happens to me every single time. It happens every time. I literally am like,
never.
Are you ever going to get married? And my girlfriend's like, I'm never going to get married.
I'm going to have a baby.
You're going to do this on your own?
I am. I'm going to do it next year. I have like 2 people that are potential, like they're interested in like co-parenting where we don't have a relationship, but we just raise the kid together, So you're going to go into, which I think is brilliant because I'm probably going to have the same situation if I don't get married. It's the same thing, right?
At 40 years old, I'm going to just do it.
Yeah.
You're strong-willed.
Yeah.
It's your way or the highway.
Do you want to donate some to me?
I would do it.
I mean, look how gorgeous all these Kardashian mixed Persian and black babies are.
Right?
Justin?
Right?
Let's do it.
Could we do it?
Yes.
We're going to talk offline about this. But how are you co-parent knowing that you're stubborn?
Yeah.
You're strong-willed. How are you going to do that? Are you prepared to do that?
Yes, I am. I really am. My parents are 100% behind me. Thank God I am in a financial place where I can afford to hire outside care, but I honestly look at people who are raised to married parents or divorced parents.
Yeah.
It doesn't make the child any better or less. I think it's just the values that are taught to the child that matter. And I think I'm in the place to give that. I have a big drug past. Massive drug past. When I started when I was 11 years old. Okay.
How massive are we talking? Are we talking like you did it every time you went to Coachella? Or are we talking like you were consistently from 11 to what age?
I checked into rehab in 2005. So I was, it was quite some time. It was almost 14 years I was using. And April 2005 was when I checked in. So I haven't gone back to those hard drugs that I did do. I don't want to scare anyone. I didn't do heroin or crack or, but I was
recreational.
I was born and raised in LA, babe. It's cocaine and weed. That was the way it went.
Wait, let me back up for a minute because you said you started dabbling at 11.
Yeah.
And that was part of your journey. How does an 11-year-old hide something like that from their parents?
I was first generation. So the easiest mechanism for me and my sister to our parents was, our American friends, parents let them do it. And my parents were like, oh, so they didn't want to be wrong as like that. They're too strict on us. So everything was like, our American friends' parents let them do it.
And you got away with it.
We got away with everything. And then, it was, it was a pretty much low dive, very, very, very long low dive at the age of 11 for me for quite some time.
What was your breaking point when you knew that you had to turn the around? Because to me, it seems like it's all happening for a reason. Like there's
2 years ago, I think the breaking point just happened for me, I think. And I hope that was it. because I think I was at my lowest. I think I was at that point where I'm like, I don't know if I want to keep going anymore.
When it comes to timelines, I like to go by seasons. What season did you realize, or were you diagnosed with rheumatoid arthritis?
I actually got specifically diagnosed before I started filming the show. So I knew, but I didn't really know what it was. And I didn't think it was real. I thought it was like something that's just going to go away.
Before I go into this, can you explain what it feels like?
What RA feels like?
Because I don't know.
The closest thing I could imagine, like trying to relate it to, do you remember as a teenager when you were like literally having your growth?
Yes.
Right? And do you remember that feeling of your bones, like that growing pain where you feel like you just needed to pull them apart?
Yes.
Imagine that times like 100, and then it feels like it's on fire.
Yeah.
So that's what 32 of my joints throughout my whole body, every second of every day feel like.
I read something very interesting, that you were going through treatments and doctors and medications for RA, and your mom passed you a joint.
Yeah.
And said, you need to smoke something.
Yeah, she did. She got me into cannabis. It's because of my mommy. Yeah.
But you've not only taken it, for yourself, you're now taking it to the next level. Tell me a little bit about Wusa.
Wusa. Wusa is amazing. It is. My mom got me into it because she was tired of seeing me going through all the side effects of Western medicine. And my mom's very Eastern style when it comes to remedies. And she just wants to find the natural, most healthiest approach. Right. Which is obviously it's the best way to go. But when you're in that much pain, you're not thinking about trying to be healthy. We went to a specific doctor. We got started. It started working immediately to where my Western doctor is saying, whatever you're doing, keep doing it.
Yeah.
And that's when I said, I knew I had 15 minutes of fame and RA for a reason. Let me do something now.
Wow. So 3 products coming out.
Yeah.
The pre-roll.
Pre-rolls.
The inhaler, which has never been done before.
Well, it's been done, but no one's brought it to Cali before.
What's an inhaler? Because you are going to blow this whole thing apart.
I know, I already am.
It's like an asthma inhaler that you just go straight in with.
See, that's the beauty of it. It's smokeless, it's odorless.
Okay.
Can I get an order of 12 of those? Can I get a dozen? I'm just joking.
This show has been the most therapeutic process I could ever have asked for. And I've been in therapy a lot of my life. Watching myself be an idiot, watching myself be a drunk mess, watching myself angry because I'm so sad deep down, it was everything I needed. And it made me change. It made me realize who I am. I have always believed the expression, give a person a little fame or a little fortune and you'll see their true character. And I didn't want that to be who I was because that's not who I am.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, you guys were first thinking that's cool for me to be crazy and ghetto and fight, but let me show you the other parts of me now.
Yeah. Well, you used to pop off.
Yeah, I still pop off.
You popped off. But it seems like you've honed that passion, that anger, and all those things in. Like, where did you find that center for yourself?
I started soul searching. I checked myself into a couple of facilities, got cleaned up, and then I went into some spiritual cleaning up. And I don't know. I'm still a work in progress, though. I mean, rub me the wrong way, and I will definitely serve you your own ass. So, I mean, it's just, sorry.
So season 1 Gigi's still in there.
Yes. Yes.
Thank you for sitting and sipping.
Thank you, Justin.
I really appreciate it.
Thirsty for more celeb news? Make sure you subscribe to the E! News YouTube channel so you can stay informed on all the breaking updates. Come on, you want to be the first to know about all the latest hookups, breakups, arrests, and so much more.